Hi there, and this is Michael from BetterTOEFLScores.com. AJ, these comments are for you, buddy. So you're taking advantage of my free TOEFL speaking evaluation service. You can do this one time, right? If you like my feedback, if you want more support with your TOEFL speaking practice, you can join my TOEFL speaking bootcamp course. It's not very expensive at all. It's only $45 a month right now. It's pretty much free. You're just paying for the access to my website, and also it takes me time to grade all the practice tests you're going to be sending me for the next 4 weeks. All right, so let's get started here. So the first thing is, okay, I have the speaking rubrics here. And let's look at your email here. You say, "Hi Michael, please listen to evaluate and score my speaking practice test. Let me know which areas I need to improve on in order to score higher on the TOEFL speaking section." All right, so let's see what we have. Okay, I have your response. Let me listen to the whole thing without making any comments, and the second time I will give you some
My
comments.
opinion, I definitely think that it is much better to study alone rather than studying with a group. I feel this way for two reasons. Firstly, I think it's much better to study alone as it helps one to concentrate better. For example, when I am at my home, I can easily concentrate better at my studies and do a good result. In contrast, when I am with my friends or group members, I won't be able to concentrate at all as the place gets noisier and crowdy. Secondly, when I'm at my home, I can easily study and do my tasks pretty fast as I have to submit my assignments or projects very soon or on time. For so in summation, this is why I feel this way, and thank you for your consideration.
All right, thank you
In
for
my
doing the
opinion,
practice test. Okay, let's listen to, or actually, let's look at this. So, my first impression is, I think really big problem here is your delivery, right? And I think that your delivery is in the two range. It says here, speech is basically intelligible, which means I can understand you. Listener effort is needed because of unclear articulation, awkward tone, very awkward tone. You have a monotone. You're not even varying your tone, right? So that's a big problem. And I think you have choppy rhythm and pace, meaning may be obscured in places. There might be a few areas in there I'm having a little bit of trouble understanding. So I think from the delivery standpoint, you're definitely in the two range. So you need to make a lot of improvements with your pronunciation and your delivery in order to score higher. Okay, let's listen to it one more time.
I definitely think that it is much better to study alone rather than studying.
I would just say studying alone is better than studying with a group because, and then state reason A, reason B. I feel this way for two reasons. I've already heard that sentence many times, and it's a very short sentence with very basic grammar. So if you say, well, studying in a group is better, or studying alone is better than in a group because, and then state A, B, that's going to show a little bit more advanced grammar, and it frames your response a little bit better.
With a group, I feel this way for two reasons.
That I feel this way for two reasons. If I don't hear that sentence until the day I die, that'll be too soon, right? It means that I do not want to ever hear that sentence again. Anybody at YouTube, I feel this way for two reasons. Eliminate that sentence from your brain. Do not use it during the speaking or the writing section of the exam. It's a very weak way, a very predictable, overused way to begin a speaking or writing response.
Firstly, I think it's much better to study alone as it helps one to concentrate better.
Okay, so it helps one. Why not it helps me? Why not say me? If you say what helps me to concentrate better, then you're going to say, well, for example, I was having some trouble learning the content in my biology class. I was getting ready for a test, and because I was studying alone, I could concentrate on the most important points of cell division, which was the topic we're studying. So I studied for 2 to 3 hours, right, on my own, and I focused and concentrated very well, and I was able to master that content consequently, and I scored 95% on that test. How about that for detail, right?
For example, when I am at my home, I can easily concentrate better at my studies and do a good result. In contrast,
No, see, you didn't really give any specific example. You got to be more, when you give the example to illustrate your reason, you're trying to say you can concentrate better when you're studying alone, right? But you can't just include one sentence to support that. You have to go on in 3 or 4 different sentences to support that point. A, it makes your argument much better. B, it shows you can stick with a topic and develop it in more specific detail. Why should you be doing that? Look at this. Even in the 3 area, it says overall development is somewhat limited, usually lacks elaboration or specificity. The 2 says, this is where I think you fit. This is your problem. Mostly basic ideas are expressed with limited elaboration or details and support. Many at times, relevant substance may be vaguely expressed or repetitious, right? So you're expressing basic ideas with a lot of delivery problems, right? That's another reason why you're in the 2
when
range.
I am with my friends or group members, I won't be able to concentrate at all as the place gets noisier and crowdy.
It gets noisy and crowded. I'm not sure if you put that ed there. Let me listen
Friends
again.
or group members, I won't be able to concentrate at all as the place gets noisier and crowdy.
Sounds like you're saying crowdy, but it's crowded.
Secondly, when I'm at my home, I can easily study and do my tasks pretty fast as I have to submit my assignments or projects very soon or on time. For so in summation, this is why I feel.
And then give me an example. Say, for example, in my writing course 2 semesters ago, I needed to write an 8-page paper. This is difficult in any circumstance. However, because I was studying alone and wasn't studying with other group members, I was able to finish this project in about 5 hours. Had I studied with other people, it most likely would have taken me at least 15 to 20 hours to complete that project. That's the kind of detail that's going to get you that higher score, right? Remember what you're doing? You express mostly basic ideas with limited elaboration. That's what you're doing there. You have to get to those details a lot better to help support what you're trying to say, and that's going to strengthen the argument you're making. It's going to show you can get deeper, you can have more progression of ideas. So those are some things definitely that you can do to improve your speaking.
This way, and thank you for your consideration.
All
In
right.
my opinion, I definitely.
Okay, so let me give you a complete score here. So the estimation right now, I'm going to put you at about 2.0 to 2.5. So you're looking at maybe 15 to maybe 18 points out of 30 on this practice test. So definitely you need to make improvements in both delivery and also topic development in order to score higher. Those are some things that you want to think about. And thank you for doing this practice test.